Alright, hey guys, Fiddle Ferret here, and welcome back to another episode of Kindred Spirits on the Roof. Let's keep going. I brought the panna cotta I'd made into my room, and the three of us kicked off our study session. I'd garnished it with blueberry and strawberry sauce, but the panna cotta itself wasn't too sweet. I was a little worried about the calorie count, but you need sugar when you're studying. A little extra energy wouldn't hurt. I have been moving a lot lately, and Hina's on the track team. Ano could stand to be a little fatter, I think. Unani, this... What? Weren't you doing English? I got bored, so I switched to math. Bored? Are you really going to remember this stuff? I said, looking at the page Hina had indicated to me. Whoa, I'm not sure about this. Sorry, Ano, can you look at this? Yep. Reviewing and studying pretty regular. I review and study pretty regularly, but I still have subjects I'm good and bad at. I'm fine with humanities, but I'm not so great at math and science. Ano's the opposite. She's good at science and not great with humanities. We often show each other our notes and help each other with each other's poor subjects. It looks like Hina's learned from my example and studies every day, but it seems like she doesn't have that much spare time since she's always busy with track practice. Good scores on her exams at Shirojo would put her parents at ease, though it seems like they're not expecting too much from her grade-wise. I think they're happy as long as she is, but that's all the more reason I want to make sure she's studying on the week before exams. Come to think of it, you were super popular the other day, weren't you, Hina-chan? I want to, but it looks like we're already derailing. Everyone was saying you were really cute. When she came to our class to give me her lunchbox, they were like, she's so tiny and adorable, but it looks like she'll bite your hand off if you try to pet her. A fierce cuteness. Big sis is so proud. Is that a compliment? Hang around with us again. I bet everyone will give you some more of their lunches. Come on, Hina. Don't be lured by food. People think about you in class too, Ano-chan. Oh, really? Like what? Like what? They say you like a princess. They say you're like a princess and you have big boobs. How embarrassing. Hey, are you two studying? I was about to scold them, but Ano's pen started moving across Hina's notebook. Anything else? What else do they say? They also talk about school ghost stories. Oh, what about me? Nothing else about you. Oh, school ghost stories, huh? Oh, I was like, why do we care about school ghost stories? And I was like, oh, right, because the whole premise of this game is the ghosts on the roof. Don't mind me. Well, that's a pretty standard topic, right, Yuna? Yeah, I guess so. Our school's pretty old, so I bet there are a bunch of them. Yeah. I bet there's a ghost or two there. Yep, there are two on the roof. I can't really be scared of ghost stories anymore after seeing them for real. They might not be all that scary, though. What? They were really cool. There was a really cool person at school. It was a really long time ago, though. She was a student here before the war. Her friend was about to fall off the roof, but she saved her and fell in her place. She died, though, of course. Suddenly, a fence on the roof started to crumble. Her friend started to fall, so she threw herself out by reflex. She didn't even think about what would happen to her. All she wanted was to be able to save her best friend. She grabbed her friend's hand and pulled. She managed to pull her friend back onto the roof, but instead, she ended up falling. she fell toward the ground slowly. And the last thing she saw was her friend looking down at her from the roof. At least her friend was safe. Or so I heard. This dramatization was brought to you by Ano Fuji. Whoa. And in honor of our current dedication and to mourn her death, the school planted an Iki tree by the Hoshikana building. Huh? That part's true, since there is an Ikona tree there. Is she talking about Sachi-san? I get the feeling she is. I don't know how much of Ano's story is true, but Sachi-san did say she died in an accident. Hey Ano, which roof was it? Huh? Oh, the Hoshikana building, right? But the Hoshikana's new, isn't it? It wasn't there before the war, right? They rebuilt it, right? So, it was the old Hoshikana building. Ah, I see. She must be talking about Sachi-san. She did go to the school at some point. I mean, obviously. Megumi too. The white and black sailor uniforms they wear. They're the old uniforms of our school. I didn't know that when I first saw them, but it wasn't hard to find when I looked it up afterwards. That's how they looked when they were alive there, in the uniforms they wore in those times. I wonder what their school lives were like. What did they do? Will they tell me that at some point? It's unusual for you to be interested in this kind of stuff, Yuna. Well, I thought I should get you guys back to studying soon, but I didn't want to be rude about it. Hey, Yuna, say that again, a bit more soon today. What? Come on, get back to studying, you too, Hina. Okay. Yeah, we've got to keep studying for now. We should keep concentrating on that. Ooh, I got a burp, but I don't really want to. I've got to make sure my school life continues on like normal. All of this ghost stuff has been really throwing me off lately. So, I want to just switch back to Maki, because I want to know I actually like legit and like what's happening. What's going on? Oh, is it actually gonna happen? Exams finished without incident, and I think I did pretty well. I'm relieved to think I avoided any particularly bad scores. Our last test ended, and then homeroom ended. Then we were finally back to regular school life. Hina was excited about getting back to running with the track team, and I was back to the task I'd agreed to after the Golden Week holidays. That should just about do it. Yes, I think it is quite enough. Thank you so much, Yuna-san. Sure. I was cleaning the last untouched spots of the storage room. It was still pretty dirty for all the tidying up I'd done, but Maki-san would have to do the rest, like we'd planned. I was pretty tired after doing it all myself though, especially when it came to moving around the heavier boxes. But it was less stressful to not have to order someone else around. I was doing the cleaning by myself, but I wasn't actually alone. Sachi-san was always there to keep me company. Of course, Sachi-san's a ghost, so she couldn't actually help me clean, but she did at least watch to see if anyone came close to the room, however. Now it's just a matter of guiding Maki-san to this place. Right. Sachi-san's voice sounded gleeful. Oh, she's so excited. She must have really been happy about being able to give Maki-san and Ahara-senpai a place they could relax. I felt like I haven't done enough to prepare this space, but I wouldn't be good to overdo it. I decided I was satisfied with the job I'd done. And at that moment, drink time. I hate these awkward pauses I have to do in the middle of these videos, but I read better when I've like had something to drink, because then my voice my mouth isn't so dry, and then the words come out clearer. At least I hope. In my head, that's how it happens. So, Anyway, awkward pauses aside. Megami's blood writing appeared on the other side of the window.
Maki-chan's heading your way.
She got the letters backwards. Well, I can still read it at least. Oh, that seems to be good timing. I'll get out of here. Yes, leave the rest to me. I'll guide Maki-chan here. Good luck. Yeah, I thought Maki-chan might come here. You can't just skip the inner building if you're looking for a secret place on campus. Sachi-san can handle the rest. Careful not to disturb the dust. I left the reference room. Ooh, I'm so excited to get back to their story. On the way to the Hoshikana building, after going downstairs... Oh, I forget what her voice was like. I think it was kind of probably something like Maki's. Or Megami's probably. I crossed paths with Maki-san. She was glancing around as she walked, not paying any particular attention to me. Not that was strange, seeing how we've never actually met. Want me to switch over to her? Oh, not quite.
Oh, Yuya!
Megami came over when I left the building. Jeez, would it kill her not to glare like that?
Well, you're finished cleaning, I assume.
Yep. Megami's been in a bad mood since before I started working on the reference room.
Jeez. You can do things on your own, can't you? Why do you have to take Sachi-san with you?
I did clean on my own. Sachi-san couldn't help me after all. Sachi-san just decided to come with me herself. What's... It's kind of funny.
What's that supposed to mean? You shouldn't be happy you got to clean with Sachi-san watching over you. Thank her, why don't you?
What exactly do you want me to do? This is all because she can't go into the inner buildings. She's frustrated because Sachi-san and I had to leave her alone while I was cleaning. But why would she care about that?
This had better work. I won't allow it to not.
It'll be fine, as long as Sachi-san can get Maki-san in there.
Oh, Sachi-san would never fail. Are you trying to imply something?
You were the one wondering whether it would work or not.
I just meant that Sachi-san will clearly do her part, as long as you haven't messed up your cleaning.
I sighed and looked over at Megami, the ghost in the white sailor uniform. I learned a little about Sachi-san in our study session the other day, but her when she was alive. What about this one? I wonder what she was like when she went here.
What are you glaring at me for?
I'm not glaring. Why is she so antagonistic towards me? Well, she's probably just jealous because Sachi-san seems to like me. I might be able to get her mad if it wasn't so obvious. Though it was exasperating and irritating and sometimes I'm surprised by the strength of Megami's feelings for Sachi-san. She doesn't hide her love for her hostility towards me. She feels that strongly for Sachi-san. She's incredibly honest about it all. Is that what it means to love someone? Though I sort of get the feeling Megami isn't exactly a typical case.
Oh, Sachi-san!
I follow Megami's gaze to the inner building and spotted Sachi-san floating over towards us.
How'd it go?
She found the room, and it seems she likes it.
Yay!
It would be wonderful if Maki-san and Miki-san can spend time together in there.
Yeah!
Our work here is complete, Yuna-san. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for everything. No problem. Megami's glaring at me again. We should head back up to the roof to discuss what we'll do from here.
Okay!
With that, the the kindred spirits floated up towards the roof. Unable to follow them that way, I trudged over to the school building and upstairs. Today's the last day of May. Tomorrow, June begins. This month turned out to be a little too exciting, but as long as I'm with these two, I bet June's going to be just the same. Listening to their energetic, annoying conversations while I eat my lunch, accidents, running around, and cleaning after school. Seeing seeing surprising new expressions on the faces of the people I've met. That it was that sort of May. Interesting. I hope it doesn't move on to another new story already, because I haven't decided yet. I'm still tempted to just kind of work on stories I've already. So interesting. So so these ones are new. So what's this one? So this is couple, friends 1. And this is secret room. Yeah, good. So it's gonna give me the option. Very nice. Let's go ahead and let's peek into the secret room a little bit, because I'm really am a bit more interested in this one, I must say. Then I'm interested in the other one as well with the 3 girls, but this one I'm really interested in. On that day, oh, didn't we give her a lisp? Oh, I'm not gay. I can't remember how I did it though. On that day, I became friends with Ahara Senpai. That's it. The wonderful day, Senpai. The Senpai I met just after starting school. I admired her from the moment we met, and since then, I've only grown to like her more and more. I confessed my feelings to her that day. It was odd, since we're both girls, but I couldn't contain what I felt for her. I delivered my letter to her in secret, asked her to come to the roof, and I told her that I love her. Ahara Senpai had looked a little troubled, but she listened to my confession so maturely, and she said she didn't really understand my love, and that was a little disappointing. But she said we could be friends, and that I'd be able to love, and that she'd be able to love me as a friend. She said we could start there and figure out the rest as we go. I'm so happy. Oh, you're so cute. I'm so happy, but do you have a minute, Ahara Senpai? Oh, Ahara Senpai, can I? Oh, this is not her speaking. Oh, Ahara Senpai, can I ask you a favor? Ahara, sorry to ask you again, but Senpai, what should we do about these? Senpai's amazing, too amazing. I've been hanging out with Ahara Senpai during lunch and after school since then, at every chance I can. It's because I want to spend as much time as possible with her, of course. And yet, I knew that this happened since the day I met Senpai, but she really gets asked to do a lot of stuff by a lot of people. Someone says something to her every time we make a few steps down the hall. It's always to ask her to do something. And I knew Senpai was the vice president of the beautification committee. I knew beautification committee has kind of a reputation as a general handy woman, but this is way too many requests, isn't it? There are people who ask her to do things that are completely unrelated too. They just ask her to do odd jobs because they know she'll do them. What's that about? Anyway, that's why Senpai roams around on her lunch break and after school to do all these things. She can really do everything they ask her to, so it's super amazing, but it seems we've got no time to chat together at all. I'm sorry, Maki-chan. No, it's fine. Of course, I don't want to be by her side just so I can get in her way. I'm pretty good at material labor like this. So I've been helping out with all sorts of things too. Thank you. You're a real help. But like I mentioned, manual labor is really my only talent. I feel bad taking advantage of your help just because you offered it. You shouldn't. I'm the one who should be sorry for being so slow. I help her out with other things too, but I can barely even do half the work Senpai does. No, you're not slow. You're learning all this very quickly. I like that we can do this together like this, but I realize it still doesn't mean we can relax and chat together. By the time Senpai finishes with her work every day, we already have to go home, and we split in opposite directions when we leave the gate. We can't talk at all. This isn't good.
I want to talk to Senpai. All sorts of things with the Hara Senpai. I don't want to get in the way of her work, of course, but Senpai could have a little bit more time to relax, couldn't she? I don't think it's wrong. I don't think I'm wrong about this. Senpai needs time to relax and chat just as much as I do. But how can I make that time? I mean, she can't go down the hall without someone talking to her. It's the same when we borrow a classroom somewhere to do work. It even happens in the faculty room and on the school grounds, which means we could relax if we had somewhere where no one would find us, right? Yes, that's it. I just need to find a place where only Senpai and I know about. Somewhere in the school. A hideout for just the two of us. You go, girl. You find that spot. I'm from the future. I know you'll do it. Alright, so we want to do secret room. I actually really kind of like the way this is set up, where you can do like the main story and get ahead. I like that you could like almost go ahead as far as you wanted in the main story, but you kind of had to like catch up somewhat. Otherwise, certain parts of the main story would make sense. I like it. This is a really cool setup, in my opinion. I like it a lot. Do I have any more water left? I don't. I drank it all. I used all of my breaks trying to put my plan into action. My plan to find a place to relax and chat with the Hara Senpai, just the two of us. But where would be good? The Hoshikana building? That might not work. It has a lot of rooms, but they're all busy and well used. It's the new buildings after all. Classrooms, reference rooms, labs. If people were looking for Senpai, they'd definitely be able to find her there. Keys are kept in the faculty room, and I have padlocks and stuff at home, but it's not like I can just stick them somewhere without asking. Oh, the music in this is always so upbeat. It's great. Outside's no good either. We're about to enter the rainy season, and there'd be no good shelter on windy days or anything. There'll be bugs when the summer starts too. The Hoshikana building. It looks like the western style building on the outside, but it has this big tatami room on the second floor, which is a super cool room. The star decorations on the walls and windows give this great cute look, and the archway above the entrance is also super cool, but I won't find a good place there. The big Tateyama room has like a little side area for cushions and things, but that's basically an unlit closet. I was a little hopeful for the Kurumiyagura building, but that doesn't really work either. The first room is full of classrooms, and I feel like Senpai would get even more work if we were to walk around there. The second floor is lodging rooms that you can't use without permission, and they're pretty nice with mats and stuff. They're not locked or anything, but we'd probably get in trouble if we hid in there. It's really like a castle there. I mean, it was originally, so that's no surprise. It was weird for a girl to be excited about really solid beams and posts. I bet my dad and brothers would understand. I thought maybe I'd have a secret door somewhere and looked around there for one, but I didn't have any luck. There were no good seams on the floor or structure, sadly. In the end, I ran all over, trying to find a good spot, but I couldn't even find one. But despite that, looking around all these places I've never even been before just made me fall in love with this school even more. I can't believe I get to go to this school that has new buildings built right in with the old ones. And I met a wonderful person like Hara Senpai, fell in love with her, and became friends with her. And now we can be together. If I were just able to talk to her alone a little bit more, if she starts liking me a little bit more, I really have to make this plan succeed. Firmly decided on that, I resumed my search for the school. There's got to be somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Of course, I spent my lunch periods and after school time with Ahara-senpai, though not every day. This time, we're taking care of something a teacher asked her to do together. She was asked to move some materials, carrying 10 boxes from the entrance to the reference room. Is this really something you need to ask Senpai to do, though? So I thought, but I didn't say anything. None of the boxes were particularly heavy, but they were big, and there were a lot of them, so it would take a few trips. Well, I could talk with Senpai, so I wasn't too mad about it. It was a chance to talk, too. Sorry to make you help me with all this again. It's fine, really. I'm good at this sort of thing. I can't mess this up. I can't mess this up unless I trip or something. They're pretty heavy, aren't they? Huh? Not at all. Yeah, they're totally light. I'd be able to take 2 at a time if they were just a little bit easier to carry. You really are strong, Maki-chan. I have a little confidence in my strength. My family does construction, so I'm always carrying something or other for them. You did say that, didn't you? We talked like this little by little, and I learned a bit about her while I told her about myself. I was happy about it, and it was fun, but the boxes were kind of in the way. I really need to find that secret room soon. Ahara-senpai, yes? Is this beautification committee always this busy? I clicked by accident. Yes, I joined the beautification committee so that I can help Senpai as much as possible. And after joining, I learned that it's definitely a lot to do in the committee. It's not so much you need to work after school every day like Ahara-senpai. Yes, I suppose I get special treatment. People just ask me to help them with many things. The work really does go directly to Senpai. I guess it's just easier to ask me. I'm sorry you get dragged into so much, Maki-chan. No, really. I'm okay with it. We're just having the same conversation on repeat. But I suppose this will all end around October. Huh? Why is that? For a moment, I thought about the day when Senpai would be free of all this hard work and got excited. Because the third years have to retire from the committee in October and study for exams. That's right. Senpai is a third year. Retire and then graduation. That's right, Senpai's graduating this spring. I'm really sad all of a sudden, thinking about Senpai leaving the school. We've just met, and I've fallen for her. We've just become friends. I want to love Senpai even more after this. I want her to love me more too. But she'll graduate long before me. And my heart feels like it's being squeezed. It hurts. I want her to like me even more, as more than a friend. I want to make that a reality. I want to talk with her about anything we want, just the two of us. And when I thought about that, Senpai, yes? I couldn't stop myself from asking, Senpai? Oh my, wow, that's awkward. That's brave. Holy shiatsu, Batman. Senpai, what do you think about homosexuality? That's a loaded question. Holy shit! What? Wait, I'm jumping way too far ahead. Wait, is this, no, it's not like I really think about myself that way, or like I didn't realize it or anything. I can just imagine just like shouting this stuff, like being like super, like, bah! I really do like you, Senpai. I love you even though you're a woman, Senpai, really. So, if you're okay with that sort of thing, or don't like it, like, I mean, I really do love you, senpai. Maki-chan, calm down. Right. What the heck am I saying? Let's see. I don't really know much about homosexuality, or anything, or what I feel about it, or whatever, or whether you are or aren't Maki-chan. She doesn't really know. Well, I don't really know either. But I do like you, Maki-chan. Huh? It's like having a little sister now. You're so cute. What? Well, I guess I'm happy about that. But is that like a step back from friends? Then, senpai, which do you like better, men or women? I don't really know about that either. What about you, Maki-chan? I like you, senpai. Thank you. I like you too, Maki-chan. Oh, it's so cute. That's so cute. Yeah, she's definitely just avoiding the question, but I can't really be more direct, can I? This is kind of frustrating. I want to be a clear answer, but this isn't really something you can talk about while you're carrying boxes down the hallway, huh? Who knows who might hear us? I really need to find a place where we can talk. Da-da-da. Is this going to lead back to a menu again? It is, which means it's a perfect place to leave off. Anyway, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you back on the prowl next time.